What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a little Q&A and taking you guys' questions from Instagram and like a little life update video. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys, like sat down and talked to you guys in a bit. I've just been mostly focusing on the moving vlogs, so if you want to see any of those, I'll link my playlist up here. I think it's this one. I always do both because I never know which side it is. I'm pretty sure now I've realized the cards are on my left side. I've still got some things and boxes to unpack right next to me, but I wanted to catch up with you guys, answer your questions. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't checked out my channel before and this is your first time, my name's Lindsay. I'm 24 years old. I make vlogs, lifestyle videos, sustainability videos, all of these things. So I would love if you enjoyed this video. I would love if you stuck around and subscribed, gave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the questions. Now, Instagram shows you your responses from people that follow you, like your mutuals first, and I did get a couple from people that I know. The first one is a question from Sean, and he asked me a question about himself. He says, favorite thing about being with Sean? I always feel every single day, every single second of every day, just undeniable like love and commitment. Still, you know, 2.5 years later after we began our relationship, just still feeling that like absolute need to be with you, want to be with you every single day. And he's just very, very like committed and dedicated. And I feel like that is like the type of person that I honestly need in a relationship. So I guess that is probably my favorite thing out of many, many, many favorite things. The first thing that kind of comes to mind. Okay, the next question is from Katie, who does my hair. She cuts and dyes my hair, and she asked me, have you had any struggles with your YouTube career? I feel like I could just premise this with a card to my recent video I did called The Biggest Mistakes I've Made in My YouTube Career. I'm almost positive that's what it was called. If you guys haven't checked that out, I kind of just talked about everything from the beginning of my YouTube to now that I feel like are regrets, that are things that were struggles and all of that jazz. So I'll put that video link up here. But I have, you know, obviously doing something for so long. It's been almost 10 years, or has it been 10 years? No. It's been a little over 9 years. Doing something for that long, there's gonna be ups and downs and struggles, and you work through them, right? But you know, it's not gonna be like a perfect rainbow, just like going up. Every single video, every single thing is like doing better than the other. And like I feel like with any, you know, job or relationship or anything that it takes on like years of your life, a very big portion of your life, there's definitely gonna be low points and high points and all that jazz. So if you want to check out that video for more of all the big flops and regrets, feel free. Hopefully you get some enjoyment or entertainment out of that video. Okay, next question is, I got this so much. I've been getting this question like crazy because of the moving vlogs, and the question is along the lines of, why don't you and Sean live together? Or is Sean going to be moving in with you to this place? Or is Sean going to move in with you when you move to Oregon? Because I discussed that in one of my moving vlogs recently. So I'm gonna clear all this up right now. I just feel like Sean and I have our entire lives to live together. So what is the point of rushing it if both of us aren't 100% ready in every aspect of the word ready? And by that, I don't just mean like, hey, I want you to move in. Like, we've both expressed that we do want to live together in the same place. We have different tastes in places, and we, you know, make different amounts of money, and those are some real life things that don't make it 100% perfect to just be like, yeah, move in with me. Sean's also younger than me. Like, I'm the older one in the relationship, and I also have a very, very specific taste of places that I like other than when he's at work. We are pretty much together non-stop, so it's almost like we live together. He just doesn't sleep here every single night of the week. As for where we are right now in our relationship, he is planning on hopefully moving into this place at some point. I'm thinking before the end of the year. I'm not gonna be the person that like rushes that for someone. I'm not gonna be this person that like demands that he pays this much money for rent and all these things when I'm the one that picked out the place. So we have an agreement that we've already kind of set up, and we are working towards that. And I'm really not worried about it. I'm not trying to rush it. So I will definitely let you guys know when and if that does happen. You know, you probably won't even notice because Sean's already over in so many of the vlogs. And to answer the question about, you know, when I do move to Oregon, that is a plan that Sean and I have both come up with together. That wasn't just a single thing that I wanted to do. He actually probably even more than me has wanted to live in Oregon for a while. And so, I mean, I don't exactly have a time frame on that, but I'm thinking, you know, I have this place for a year, and then after that is when I feel like is the plan to, you know, begin looking at new places in Oregon. And I will answer more questions about that later in the video because I got more questions. I got so many like moving and like questions about related to this. So I've already been talking for so long about this one question, but I wanted to like chat about that in just a complete open and honest way. So next question is, will you ever get another doggy or even a cat? Okay, so I will not be getting a cat because I'm allergic to cats and I literally just couldn't live with one. I do plan to hopefully add another dog to my life next year. I want to be a little bit more settled in the sense of like, I don't want to be traveling as much. But at the same time, like, I feel like if Sean was here and we were living together, we could easily add another small or medium dog. So that is, you know, I'm not gonna say like the 100, once again, I don't want to be like, this is the 100% plan, like next year I'll be getting another dog, but that is when I plan to start, you know, looking and adopting a doggy. I'm not gonna try and be specific about what I want because, you know, you can't really be too specific with your preferences when you are adopting. I'm just going to, you know, start looking, and when I find the right dog that fits into my life and I feel like it's the right match, then that is when I will make that decision, and of course I will share all that with you guys. So that is something that I've been thinking about because I've had Squirtle for almost 4.5 years now. So I feel like by 5 years, that is, wow, that's so crazy. By 5 years, I feel like that is, you know, a good time for me to add another doggy to my life. Maybe I'll change my mind, but that is something that I would like to do next year at some point. Next question is, advice for being patient about meeting the one. Love you, BTW. Well, I love you back. I'm thankful for your question. I definitely feel like, you know, a lot of us can relate to this of just like wanting to try and be patient about like finding your one and only, or like your person or your relationship, but it's so hard sometimes when you just feel like giving up, or you just feel like where are they? It's like that episode of Sex and the City where Charlotte's like, I've been dating since I was 15, where is he? And that's what it makes me think of right now, like, where is he, or where is she? You know, my advice is to honestly enjoy your time now. Like, enjoy your time being young and single, and enjoy your time that isn't in a relationship, because once that person comes along, you know what I mean, like, it is just going to be so beautiful and so worth the wait, and then you're gonna have those years, you know what I mean, of that relationship and that person, the one, right? Enjoy your time now. Take things casual. Don't take it too seriously. Don't like go out trying every single time you go on a date, like trying to find that person. I feel like I was guilty of that a lot back when I was like, you know, meeting people and going on dates before I was ever, you know, in a committed relationship. I feel like I am always like that hopeless romantic that's like, this is gonna be the one, you know? But if you put all your eggs in one basket, a lot of times you're gonna end up getting disappointed, because that person a lot of times is not going to be your one, right? So just trying to take things casually, as hard as that might be sometimes. Have fun, take things casually, and you have to trust and really believe that it's gonna be so easy when that person comes along, and you're just gonna know. You're just absolutely going to know. So why rush it? Because the timing of everything will be perfect when it works out, and I feel like you'll see too. You'll be able to like put the pieces together and be like, that was the complete right timing. I didn't see it coming. Everyone always says you don't see it coming, but you know, when you're least expecting it. Okay, I like this question. It's kind of just like a fun, casual one. I never know what to get when I go to the bar. What's your go-to drink? So I have a couple go-to drinks. My really basic drink if I'm like going out to multiple bars and I just want to get like the same thing everywhere and I don't want to think about it, is a vodka Sprite with limes. And now I've tried to mature over the years and start doing a vodka soda with limes or a vodka water with limes, but honestly I just like don't like the drink as much. You can get any liquor, you can get like a gin and, you know, soda, or a gin and soda water, or a gin and tonic. Like that's a basic drink, and I feel like if you're gonna get anything like that, the key is to ask for limes or lemons. I just always do limes and squeeze them into the drink because it's gonna make it, I mean, if you like that, it just makes it so much more flavorful, so much better, and it doesn't like add any calories or anything. It just adds a lot of flavor. So, but if I'm trying to get something more mature or something a little bit more tasty, less basic, less boring, and I'm at like an actual cocktail bar or a restaurant, I will get a Cosmopolitan. That is absolutely like my favorite cocktail. Another one that's really easy that they can make pretty much anywhere is a lemon drop. That's really easy too. It obviously depends on your preference. Like I said, a gin and tonic or a Moscow Mule, those are all like a drink that you could probably get at like almost any bar. All right, next question. This is the one I was talking about more moving questions, and I did get this one a few times. What city are you planning to move to when you move to Oregon in the future? So whenever I do start looking at places in Oregon, I am planning to be within an hour or a little bit less of Portland, because I personally have to be close to an airport, like a main airport. That's something that's very important to me because I travel so much. I do not want to be more than an hour away from a main airport. So Portland is definitely the biggest main airport in Oregon. So that's a really big factor for me. I don't want to live too far away from Portland that it would take me like 2 or 3 hours to get to the airport. Now, as for specific areas, I've liked Troutdale when I drive through. It's kind of a funny name, but Troutdale was pretty cute. I would look at any place that is outside of Portland that is still within 20 or 30 minutes of the city. I don't need to be in downtown Portland, but I want it to be like my closest city. Now I feel like Sean pretty much agrees with that, but we're just gonna compromise on like a city or town that is cute. Definitely don't want something that's too small. I don't want like a super small town. I want to be close enough to like either a small city or a town. I'm sure that when that time comes, I will do a full big road trip and check out all the little towns and all the places. But I mean, if you guys live around the Portland area and you have a place that you think I would like, or a town or a little city that you think, you know, that's within about an hour of Portland, I would love to hear it in the comments, because obviously I'm always looking for recommendations from people that actually like live in the area. So yeah, next question is, when do you see yourself buying your first house? So I honestly do not know the answer to this question. This is a question that, I mean, I think about it sometimes. I'm gonna be 25 next month, which is like not like super old, but I just feel like 25, oh my god, I'm like actually starting to think about buying a house and all these things. Just have it like in the back of my mind, you know? So I think I'll definitely rent for a few more years. I think the soonest I would buy a house would be like maybe 3 years from now or something like that. But on average, I would say like around age 30, maybe a little bit before, like late 20s or 30, probably by 30. But I am really not like the type of person to settle down in one place forever, for years and years and years to come. Now, I mean, if I do end up finding that one place that I'm sure I want to live in, and I'm like, I definitely want to buy a house here, then, you know, so be it. But I definitely think renting is better for me for at least the next like few years of my life, because like I said, I am the person that's always traveling and always wanting to try new places. You guys can probably tell by the amount of times like I've lived in Georgia, I lived in California, I lived back in Georgia, now I live in Boise, I'm gonna move to Oregon. Like, it's just, there's a lot of places I want to live in, and I don't know if I need to settle on buying a house for the next few years. But it's definitely something that I'll be saving for, because renting is, you know, you lose your money when you're renting. You don't like get much out of it when you're renting, as opposed to buying. You can obviously sell it and things like that, but buying is just such a big commitment that like I said, I probably wouldn't do it till late 20s or 30, maybe even later than that. Honestly, we'll have to see where I'm at in my life. All right, and the last question I'm gonna answer for today's video is, which festivals will you be attending this year / 2020? So I'm going to Base Center. It's not a festival per se, but I'm going to Base Center in, oh my God, it's literally a week from today when I'm filming this. Holy shit, it's coming up so fast. I gotta pack and figure out my outfits. I'm gonna go to Base Center in Virginia this year. I honestly don't think I'm gonna go to any other festivals for the rest of 2019. I'll probably just go to a few shows here and there. And then I always go to NYE 360. If you are a Basehead, you know that. Or you guys just might know, because I've literally gone the past 6 years in a row, and I will be going back until the day I die. So I'll be at New Year's Eve 360. As for like, those are some Base Nectar events. And then I have just bought my ticket this week to Okeechobee 2020. So if any of you guys live around Florida or you're interested in Okeechobee, I will 100% be there next year. They took a year off, which was just so sad. Obviously I'll be at Electric Forest next summer. Okie and Electric Forest are my absolute favorite festivals, at least as far as the US festivals go. I'll probably add like 1 or 2 more camping festivals to my life next year. I might go back to Bottle Rock in Napa. It was really fun this year, although it wasn't a camping festival, but I still had a lot of fun. So if I get invited back to that, I would definitely go back. And we'll have to see what comes up more for 2020, but those are the plans in the works for right now. So Okie, Electric Forest in 2020, and then the rest of this year I'll be at Space Center and New Year's Eve 360, and I'll be at a few shows around the Boise area. I'm out of breath. I've been talking for too long. So if you guys made it until the end of this video, and if you enjoyed this little life update / Q&A, give this video a thumbs up. I really hope I answered you guys' questions about, you know, moving in with Sean and my plans for the next few years as far as like moving and all that stuff goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you very soon in my next one. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.